Hello, all my myths, monsters, all your sorts of lore and legend. Welcome. We are doing an album review. You might be asking, hey, didn't you already review this album? Yes, I did. I was not super happy with that stream. I think I was very much going through the motions of that. I was just trying to go from point to point to point as quickly as possible. So I'm redoing it with my friend Spoon. Say hi, Spoon.
Huh.
Yes. Spoon is the last Sparkle dog. Go follow. Very awesome dog. Very awesome the motherfucker. And yeah,
Maybe I'll stream again.
it's nice to be on stream again.
Yes, but one day I'll stream again.
I I didn't hear that. I dissociated. What did you say?
It's okay. One day I'll stream again.
One day you will. And that's okay. You take as much time as you need. And when you do, I'm going to be rating you and giving you all the viewers and all that stuff.
Like,
Yes, but yeah. So last time I reviewed Mark III, and now I'm gonna be reviewing the Vice Quadrant. The Vice Quadrant was the is the fourth album made by Steam Powered Giraffe. I actually have a little document that's keeping track of all the stuff in it, so I'm gonna be looking at that if I can access it because my Google's being dumb sometimes. You ever just have Google be dumb sometimes?
it's so true.
So true. Uh, Game audio. Okay. Yep, that's good. Okay. Okay, but yeah. Okay, but yeah. So this is the fourth album that they made. This is the this is actually the first album that they did while Rabbit identified as a woman. So yeah, she came out. And yeah, this is a 28 song album that's split across two parts. Part one has 14, the other part has 14 as well, part two.
It
And
actually did not feel that long. It
yeah,
sounds really long, but it did not feel that long.
yeah, it really didn't. I think part of what contributes to like not feeling super long is some songs are just really short. Like there's like three songs in here, quote unquote, that aren't really songs. They're just like story pieces more than anything. And I don't know. I think also just that's emblematic of the quality, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Also, this is the first album that has like greater hints at narrative and lore. The other album stuff does have that with them talking about like the origins of Hatchworth and the origins of the band altogether with Colonel Peter A. Walter making the robots and all that stuff. But besides that, there hadn't been a lot of lore, and now it's all coming together. There's a story being told, and it's very complex, and that's why a lot of people really dislike this album. But that's one of the reasons I love it personally, because there's so much lore.
Complex can be good.
Yeah, I think if you're just willing to give it a try, because this really is
I
like
mean,
a yeah.
I love Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, it's like this is really a space rock opera. Like it tells a story, and honestly, I could see this being like, with some tweaks. Obviously, this could be turned into a stage show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, for my university, I have to take a directing class for my theater minor. If they let me write whatever I want, I'm just gonna write like something where the performers basically perform to this.
That would be really cool. Would you be allowed to do that?
I'll see if I'm allowed to. Probably not, but if I am, then fucking I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna have them
That would be
sing.
cool.
I'll have them sing Soliton. But yeah, yeah, this is a lore intensive album. If you're not into that, then I don't recommend this. If you are willing to give lore a chance, I think that this is their fourth best album so far, in my opinion. I really like this. I think it's better than the 2 Cent Show, just because I think this has a lot more highs, just because there's so many more songs, and also the narrative it tells is really interesting. So yeah, I like this album. What are your general thoughts on this,
Yeah.
Spoon?
Um, One, you sound like Matt Pat with the lore stuff. Two,
Steam powered giraffe theory. If they actually covered this band, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's something I think we talked about during listening to it was like just the fact that it would be really cool to have more theory videos on this.
Yeah, there is a video. There's a YouTuber named Al Hari, and they made a very good video on the lore of Steam Power Giraffe. So go watch that if you're curious.
Yeah, I think that overall I really enjoyed the album. I think it's definitely like one of those where like you take what you want to take from the album,
Mm-hmm.
not like, and I think that it definitely has like its hard lore, but I think that it also like functions as its like interpretive thing.
Yeah, yeah, and I think part of it is this. Part of it is that like even with the lore being quote unquote concrete, the message that you get from it, that's up to your own experience. And the messages of this album and like is really, the themes of it are really touching. It's about this album's about love, loss, like how love can grow into obsession, and how people like deal with pain and rejection, and how it's about codependency, and about like trying to find yourself in the universe, which is really good, interesting messages, which I think is beautiful.
Um, I got most of that. I did not get the codependency part.
You're
What?
gonna see. You will see. There's a thing about codependency. You will see.
Um, I got other stuff from the album.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'll mention when the codependency stuff happens. I promise. Like,
okay. So are we
yeah.
gonna listen to it on stream?
We already listened to it beforehand, so and I don't want to risk copyright. So
No, I'm just saying like how are we gonna go through the albums? Or are we just gonna like go
oh,
through
like
one by one?
we're gonna go song by song. We're just gonna be like, okay, we're on this song, and this is what we thought.
Okay, cool.
All right. Yeah. So let's see. What else? Yeah. I guess I don't know, I'm ready to start. Is there any other notes you want to say just before we hop into this? I, I, I,
No,
I guess
I
I'll
don't
ask.
really.
Yeah. I guess I'll ask you this before we start. This is your first like Steam Powered Giraffe album that you listen to all the way through, as opposed to just like a single from them. How did you feel about that? Like, was this like a good introductory album to your opinion?
I think so. I mean, like I might be biased because I like space rock operas and I grew up with space rock operas and I just enjoy them in general. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think that I might be biased in that way, but other than that, I think it's pretty okay to like start off this band with this album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I I think that depending on the mood, you can start with this album and be fine. If you want a simpler album, then I do suggest it, like some of the other ones first. But yeah, if you are willing to get into it, then yeah. But I guess without further ado, we're gonna go song by song. You ready, Spoonifer?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Uh, so the first song on the album is "The Vice Does Tight." I'd say that this was a very good opening song to this album. I think it sets the tone because every other album beforehand, it's been like a silly song to like start the album off. It was something like fun and goofy to be like, oh, we're robots and we're singing songs. But this one's like, this is a dark song that's really like intensive, and is like this is about the woes of space and the trifles that you'll deal with. I think it's really dark and like a little heavy-handed, but I think it works for what it is.
Um, I think that I agree with you on the dark and heavy-handed. I don't necessarily agree on that it was like an appropriate opener.
Mm.
I think
Mm.
it wasn't a bad opener. I just think that it was just like it just did not give me an idea of what I was going into whatsoever.
uh, yeah, I
I was not prepared. I was not prepared.
yeah. Mm.
I think that that's a little misleading to say
I
that
think
it prepares you.
I think okay. Here's the thing. Okay, I I think it prepares you in the sense that like it prepares you for the tone, because every other Steam Power Draft album has like it had some sad songs interspersed. It was mostly like happy go lucky, had some really cheery, relaxing tunes. This one is more dark And yeah, it's like more like a sad story to be told.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I get that. I get that in that sense because, like, compared to the other albums, at least it's not like a joking song.
Yeah, no. Like the like for just for an example, the 2 Cent Show is like the first song on that album is Steamboat Shenanigans. It's a very good song. I like it, and it's emblematic of the theme. It's just like Steamboat Shenanigans, Steamboat Shenanigans, and it's just like upbeat and fun and very jaunty. This and this song is the opposite. And it's about you know, actually I'll talk about what it's about because this is technically
It's
a
very
lore
intense.
song. Yeah, this song is representative of the the of Commander Cosmo fighting the Necro Star. Actually,
Oh, Commander Cosmo. I remember him from another song.
yes, and the Necro Star is in another song too. That was the second to last song. Yeah, but
Yeah, that confused me. We'll get into that
we're
later.
gonna get into the lore, but yeah, this is if you imagine this as a play, imagine it in your mind's eye. This is like, it's happening in the middle of the play. Like you just see two people fighting. You see Commander Cosmo and the Necro Star, and you don't know what's happening, and then you get context later. That's what this is basically. Uh, um,
Okay.
yeah, it's a weird middle point, and also there's other references to other songs within this album. Sorry, within the song. Pods of space whales is one of the lyrics. It's talking about space whales leaving the Vice Quadrant as a bunch of chaos is happening.
Mm,
And there's yeah, just like it's very
later
like
on though.
it's
Space was
very
like,
operatic. Sorry, you were saying?
oh, Spaceballs is which one?
Yeah, it's the final song. With the
Yeah.
accordion, it's like whale song. This song's for you. That one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I, I only got confused because I thought it was the last one.
yeah.
Um
It's okay.
uh no, I actually okay, no, I don't need to give I have to wait to give my opinion on Spaceballs. Um
Yeah, but yeah, this is the Vice Does Tech. This is the
uh
first song.
Vice Vice okay, so my final opinion of that is that it was good. It did not prepare me. If I was gonna make a song to intro, I would have not done that. But
Mm-hmm.
I is opening it in that in that way where like you just drop yourself in the middle of it and then you explain, which I do like in storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the story of it. It just was
Yeah,
very intense.
yeah. It's and you don't know the story. You have to like really you have to know that from listening to the lyrics intently. And one problem I do have with this song is that this song, much like a lot of songs from this is a problem of the album. It's hard to listen to it outside the album itself. Within the album, it's good. It's a good story point. It's really catchy. I love the instruments and the lyrics. It's not repetitive. It stands out because it's just so extreme, so upfront. But if I were to recommend a song from this album, I would not recommend this song as a first time song. I think that this song is really alienating, like you were saying, how it's like very disturbing, like out of the gate, you don't know what's happening. So for that, I am going to dock it and I put it in C. I still think this is a good song, and again, I like how, as an intro, it's so jarring and so like mysterious, and you're like, what is happening? And like story wise, it works. I don't know. I like this song, and whenever I do a full album listen through, like I don't skip it because it's a nice beginning. So yeah, I put it in at C.
Um, I would also rate it at C.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, next. All right. Is there any other thoughts on that? Or are we good to go to the next one?
Good to go to the next one.
All right. Next one is On a Crescendo. So the one before it was sung by Rabbit, which good for her for coming out. Good job, Rabbit. You're awesome. You're a queen. And this one is sung by The Spine. Uh, and this song, as a song, I think it was pretty good. It was a very like chill song, just a bunch of like guitar and other light instrumentals, and it's just talking about like utopia. It's talking about the the thought of a future city and what the world could be like. And I think it's just really beautiful. I don't know. I like it. And this is a song that I could recommend outside the album. Like, once you get into the groove of Steam Powered Giraffe, I'd be like, yeah, you can listen to this song.
So does this have lore? Does this one
Yes.
have lore? Yeah.
Yes, it does. So so I'm going, when a certain song comes up, I will give a key detail, which I have given to you before, but just, context for the audience. But yeah, this song is about is about like people making futuristic esque cities. Uh, it's about Peter Walter the Fourth coming home from his space expedition and like making a beautiful city and and a utopia. It's Yeah, that's what it's about. And obviously, like, again, you have to like kind of look into it with the lyrics and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. As a song, I like it. It's really nice. It's really chill. I think I think if this maybe was the first song of the album, I think it could have worked a little better. Just because of how like, I don't know, chill it is, and how like, I don't know, I just feel really relaxed when I listen to this song. Like, I could like sit out on the porch and just like listen to this song and feel like at home, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any particular thoughts about this song?
So my opinion on the song was that I thought like so the way that they I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt repetitive.
It was a little
Just
repetitive, yeah.
it was a little repetitive. I didn't dislike it. I didn't dislike it. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the most I carried from it, other than like the story and like the lore of it. The song itself, like the song itself, I think is was repetitive. The song
Mm-hmm.
was good, and I like the lore within it, and I would rate the lore in it well.
Yeah,
Does
I
that make
think,
sense?
yeah, that's fair. I'd say that I like this song enough where it's like it's repetitive and I feel it, but it doesn't detract enough from the song for me to like drop it a peg. I like it. And
Yeah.
I'd say I will say that yeah, it is a little repetitive and like this isn't the most immediate song I could recommend from this album. I can recommend it. Like it's more recommendable than The Vice Does Tight, but it is still like, I don't know. It's still a little bit of a rough song. Still I like it. And I'd put it at like low B if for
Yeah,
rating
I would agree with
purposes.
that, Lobby.
Yeah, it's a low B. It's good. I really like this song for what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Is there any other things you want to say, or are we good?
No, I got my point across.
All right. Okay. Next up is Steam Junk. This is so if I were to talk about the story of the Vice Quadrant, imagine it in three parts. There's part A, which is about the robots going through the adventures of space, the Steam Powered Giraffe robots, Rabbit, Hatchworth, and the Spine. And then uh, two, stories B1 and B2, which technically involve similar events, but there's a diverting thing that make them different, which I will get into. I don't want to spoil too much,
Okay.
but yeah, Steam Junk is within the A story. Uh, this is about the this is about Wink the Satellite, actually, which is a song that's going to come up later. This is about Wink the Satellite and how he comes across the Green Apple planet and the space giant that's destroying it, and then he gets wrecked and is falling to Earth. And yeah, I'd say that the song is interesting. This is the first Hatchworth song we hear, and usually Hatchworth songs are very bubbly, very like nonsensical and specific, but I like that. Like his intro song "Hatch Fever" from the last album is like that has a bunch of non sequitur kind of like not exactly jokes, but non sequitur lyrics, if that makes sense. And it's like it really builds to his character where he's like very silly but also highfalutin. And this is
Yeah.
very interesting because this is the first like truly dark song he has. Like it's like dark in tone and like I don't know. It's like talking about like viewing oneself as steam junk in the greater view of the universe. It's very jarring, and I think it's kind of hard to recommend because of that. Because it's like so out of character, quote unquote. It is a good song though, and like lyrically, I think it works really well. The story it tells. So I don't know. Like I like the song enough where I don't skip it, but I don't know. This isn't one I really think about when I think about this album.
Yeah, it didn't feel very remarkable to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
in the whole thing of the album, it wasn't a bad song, but I agree with you. It wasn't like very like it didn't jump out to me.
Yeah, I think again, like if you're thinking of this as a stage play, which I do sometimes, like this is like again, this is like the start of the A plot, and this is like Wink being trashed by the space giant, and it's like you know, in that case, like if I were to rewrite this into a play, I would just turn this into like a dialogue scene where the the space giant just wrecks him, and he just thinks I am space junk. But yeah, this this song is okay. I'd put it at like the high end of D tier. That's how I feel. I think this song is passable because no Steam Power Giraffe song is bad to me. The worst it gets is mediocre, and this is like on the high end of mediocre, if that makes sense.
Very yeah, I would agree. I would agree it was high end of mediocre. Not to agree with all your opinions, but
Yeah, no, it's
I mean,
fine. Like I don't know, you're talking a little bit more than the last time I did this. No shame to Skyla. Skyla, if you're listening, I love you. You're great. You were rushed for time, so I understand why you were just kind of like go with the flow on that. But yeah, uh,
um
yeah,
but yeah, no, I do agree. I do agree. I think you probably just have based opinions.
yeah. I think, and we have some things that we actually disagree on. Like in the second half of the album, there's a song that like I find to be just okay, and I think you were just like, that's the best song so far. So we're gonna have some
Yeah.
disagreements.
Which one was it again?
I forgot. I think it's the one after Soliton, and we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. But yeah, Steam Junk is okay, and it's a fine enough start to the A plot. Yeah. I guess anything else before we go into the next song?
No.
All right. Next is Starburner. This song is a song that is actually a character song. It is about Ravaxa Starburner, or you can just call him Rav. And he is an alien descendant of the cowboy Rex Marksley, who flies the
Ooh.
SS Alexander, which is a star a ship named after Captain Albert Alexander, and he's called Starburner because he takes dying stars and uses them to fuel his ship, including his ship's weapons. I I like this song. I think it like the more I listen to it, the more I like it. It's got an interesting dichotomy of like it's really upbeat and it's got like nice piano and guitar, but like it's kind of got darkish lyrics that's about like oh, I have an unsavable soul and do I even have a soul to save? It's I don't know. I think it's interesting and it definitely does stand out just cuz it's so like weird and I don't know. This is like a character song that really like you have to like figure out that's about the character. Also, hello mall content. Thank you for the raid. I will give a shout out. I'm
I have been saving this opinion for the stream. I
all
thought it
right.
was emo.
You're so right though. You're so right though. It's so emo. You are so right.
It felt very emo. I felt like I was listening to MCR. I felt like it was just silly.
It's a little silly.
Not that it was bad. I not bad silly. It just felt like break my heart into pieces. Like uh and which I guess I'm just always like I just think of like young emo me and then I think it's silly.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the raid, Mouse. We're reviewing the Vice Quadrant. We are on the song Starburner. Also, this is a little bit of a weird song because it has it kind of has a fourth wall breaking thing where the robots are like, "Do we even have souls? I don't know." It's like,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, it's like, "Do we have souls? Oh boy!" Like, yeah, like they question themselves, and I don't know, it's really interesting. My QPP followed you. Well, thank you for the follow. Mouse QPP, mouse covered in mouse. Good to know. But yeah, this song is very emo. I'd say that like it's a nice song. I could recommend it, but like really in the grander scheme of things, this doesn't feel like an introduction to the character. Like there's an introduction to Ravax's Starburner later that like is an actual more introduction, and like yeah.
Yeah, wasn't the song Starburn or Starburner more about him?
No, yeah, I mean Starburner again. It's technically about him, but like and that's the song we're reviewing right now. And there's like the story segment that's Rav to the rescue, and that's more about him really, and more of an
Oh,
introduction.
I got the two mixed up. I
You're good. It's
um
okay. We're talking about
no,
Starburner right now, the emo one.
yeah, Star no, I mean Starburner himself.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I just call him Rav.
Isn't his name
I just
also Starburner?
yeah. His name is Starburner. It's like yeah. It's more of like you know how like Scooby Doo like technically Scooby it's like his name is Scooper and then in quotes Scooby Doo like that's what this is. It's like
Oh, okay, that's
Rav
why.
Starburner in quotes. But
Okay.
yeah. Uh. Anyways, yeah. But yeah,
Other than that, though, it was a cute song.
it was nice. Yeah, I put it at like I put it at like C. I like it, and I think like it's interesting enough lore wise, but again, like it like you could cut it and it would still like Rav would still technically be introduced.
I would put it at a C, but I gotta put it as at a D because emo.
You're gonna put it at D because emo. Fair enough. Fair enough. It gets the emo tax, so it has to go down a rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, yeah. That's Starburner. Should we move on to the next one?
Yep.
All right, progress and technology. The stream might go on a little long. If I'm gonna do like a break in by like the first half, and if we have to do a part two stream, we'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to impede on your sleep. Okay.
Sorry, what?
I just don't want to impede your sleep.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Okay. Okay. 3 a.m. stream, baby. That was a joke. All right. Next song is Progress and Technology. This song is interesting. Uh,
Um,
this is the most weirdly sung song on this album, I think.
I liked it.
I liked it too. It's the first time I listened to this song, I was like, "Ew, this song's weird." And now that I listen to it again, like multiple times, I'm like, "Okay, it's good, but it's a little strange."
I
Uh,
think this is the one that I described as I thought it would be really good to sing.
yeah, I think yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah. So, this is a song lore wise that builds off of On a Crescendo, which is about progress and technology. How like technology is rapidly advancing in the future, and things are getting better and better. Yeah, this is a very interesting song for the spine because normally he has like a very mid to low range voice, and he goes high occasionally, but it's only for like little parts. And this song, it's like it's all like high, where it's progress and technology. It's yeah. I know I sang it weirdly there, but it's actually like it's sung competently enough, and I like the I don't know. I like the instrumentation to it. It's just so weird, and I don't know. It's very techy. It's a very electronic song.
Yeah, I liked it. I
Yeah,
would put it in high B tier.
I'd put it at low B personally, but yeah, I like it enough. Like I don't skip it on re listens of this. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much else to say because it's like lore wise, it is just kind of building off on a crescendo, just like a little bit. Like it's kind of like the Starburner problem where it's like technically there's lore, but it's already like confounded in another song. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, but yeah, I like this song enough, and this is a kind of this is a very memorable song just because of how it's sung. Uh,
I liked it.
yeah, me too. But yeah, anything else to add?
Um, almost put it in A tier.
It's just quite not good enough, I guess, for that.
No, the only reason is I just prefer a different song over it.
Fair enough. Uh, yeah. Next up is "Wink the Satellite." This is the second song in, in the A plot. I guess I should tell. Okay, so Vice Does Tight is technically in the A plot, and then Progress in Technology and On a Crescendo are in the B plot, uh, as well as and Rav is kind of in both, and Starburner's both. Anyways, yeah.
That makes it
In
so
the
confusing.
sorry, yeah, this is confusing. Sorry. Okay. Uh, sorry. Okay, so Steam Junk and Wink, that is A, and then Vice Does Tight is in B1, and then the rest are technically in B2, even though Starburner is is both. It's weird. Anyways,
You're going to explain
Wink
the
the
lore to me at the
I will have to, but that's fine. So yeah, Wink the Satellite. So Wink is this is following up on Steam Junk. I like this more than Steam Junk. I think it's just because it's a lot more like somber and gentle of a song, and it is. I'd say the biggest point against it is it's very talky, but like there's a lot of like too much talking bits as opposed to like singing bits. But I don't know. I like the story that it tells. It tells the story of Wink crashing towards the steam powered giraffe, house or whatever, and then asking the robots to help him recover the Green Apple Planet from the space giant, and then they start to
Oh,
build him up again.
I thought it was a spaceship.
They turn him into a spaceship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a satellite, and then they turn him into a spaceship.
So I wasn't crazy.
Yeah, you're not. Also, hi, Amir. We're reviewing the Vice Quadrant, and we're on Wink the Satellite. I think the song, I think like what it works best in like is instrumentals, and like again, I like how it advances the story. This is I think a much better introduction to Wink the Satellite, and it's like you kind of already get the context that like he got fucked up. So yeah, I like this song enough, but also this is like in the vast array of songs within this album, it kind of like it's just there. Like it doesn't really stick out that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd put it at low C personally. Like I like this song and it advances the robot story, but yeah. Like
Um, I wouldn't put it at low C. I put it at high C. I liked it a little bit more.
yeah, I think that's fair. It's a good song and I love the I don't know, again, I do love the story it tells. The story of this album is really good, but yeah. Um okay. Is there anything else you want to say about this?
Nope.
All right, yeah. I guess I'll say one last thing, which is like this is a song you could listen to outside the album and it would be okay enough. But yeah. Anyways, uh, next up is "Burning in the Stratosphere." This is the song about Peter Walter the Fourth, and this song is about him saying goodbye to his wife Holly and going on his space mission. And then he is and then like the intercom say there's a space energy that's coming near your ship. That's the lore that this is about Peter Walter the Fourth, and he is the main character in both B1 and B2. How? I'll explain that in a little bit. The song itself, I think, is really good. I like this song. It's very sweet, and this is technically this is like a musical, so like this is just like using the musical stings of a later song, but I really like it. It's beautiful. I I don't know. It's just a nice love song, and it's very short, so it doesn't overstay its welcome.
I I thought for some reason the girl and the person who comes and meets them as a space entity was the same person.
Yeah, they're different people.
And I also thought that she was on the ship with him.
Yeah, no, she stays on the ground floor, and she stays on Earth, and then he goes up into the space. But yeah, uh, yeah, he's the main character in B1 and B2, and the reason why is because it talks about it on the website, but in lore, basically, in the 1950s ish, Rabbit gets kidnapped by the B-Siles, who are like the rivals to the Walters, who created the robots. And the B-Siles are experimenting on Rabbit, and then they touch her core, which is made of blue matter, which is like a radioactive substance that's made of like creativity, and it explodes up into space. And because the explosion is so harsh, it splits the timeline in two. So there's a prime timeline and an omega timeline. The prime timeline is like our version of reality, quote unquote. Like it's like the base reality, and then the omega one's the weird one, and that's how Peter Walter the Fourth is the main character of both plot B1 and B2. And at the end of Burning in the Stratosphere, the intercoms are like, "There's an energy source coming to you,"
Yeah.
and from there it splits into two timelines.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
It kind of does. I will try to keep track.
All right. It's hard to explain. I'll say what universe we're in just to make things easier. All right. I'm going to anyways, the song itself is good. I think it's like a good prelude to for things to come. I'm going to put it in B.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what?
Uh what did you say?
Put it in what ranking?
I'm putting Burning in the Stratosphere in B, like Burning in the Stratosphere. That
I
one.
know.
Yeah.
I know the song. I just didn't hear what you ranked it.
Oh, okay.
Um, um, I feel I would rank it. Hmm. See, this is hard because I have different feelings on all the songs. Because I have feelings on them like lore wise, and I have feelings on them like about like the
Well,
song itself.
I think
Um,
you could always average them. You could always be like, okay, like I like how it tells a story, but I think it's a mediocre song. I'm gonna put it in C, or whatever.
yeah, I do like how it tells the story. I I kind of it's like I like it in the context of the musical. I wouldn't go out and listen to it by outside of the musical.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe a C,
Fair enough.
middle C.
That is fair. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I put it in B. It's not a song I listen to outside the album though. To be fair, just because like this song melodically is just based off of another song which is later, and that song I do listen to and it's great. But yeah. Uh, so yeah, I guess. Okay, so I guess I'll go into the next song then. Fire, Fire. This. Okay, so this song is in the Omega universe, and yeah, the plot of it is Peter Walter the Fourth is on deck his ship, and in this timeline, the space ray did not hit his ship, and like he's on the ship, and then like 2 years after it goes into orbit, it catches on fire and explodes, and he makes it out, but he feels intensive survivor's guilt, and
Oh wow.
yeah, this album is about loss and about regret. That's part of the themes, and yeah, this song is so fucking good. I really love this song. The one
I didn't
not the
from
one
the song. I thought it was a good song. I just did not get all that.
yeah, that's what it's about. It's like okay, the doors are all locked down. I'm flying on my feet. Gotta reach that corridor. Sirens are blaring, screams from the staring as they watch him cry. He's holding on as he's ripped from the room, engulfed in flames, but they'll be out soon. Those are the lyrics. And
I guess
Yeah,
I just missed those lyrics. I was mostly focusing on like the fire, like your desire, like the other like more
yeah.
like the metaphorical lyrics that were kind of in it.
Yeah. Like more yeah, more about like the themes of the song itself. Anyways, I'm going to rank this already. I'm going to put it at A. The one knock against it that doesn't go in S is I could have trouble like recommending this song to someone. But like besides that, I think it's near perfect. The lyrics are great, the instruments are great. It's the right length and like it really stands out. Like it's such a tragic song and it's just so good. I love this song so much that I want to learn to sing it really well.
Okay. Not to copy you again, but A.
Yeah.
I do agree. This one was good. This was the one that I wanted to save to be in A tier along with one other song that might be an S tier. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah. That's fair. I think yeah, but yeah, this song is like really it's so fucking good. Like this song has outlasted the album because even people who don't like this album love this song. So I think that's how
Yeah.
good it is. And yeah, it's just so amazing. It really shows the singing prowess of David Michael Bennett, who's the main singer of this song. Also, this is an interesting shorthand to tell which song is in like which story. So I'll say this. So like the timeline where the space station gets hit by the laser, that's the that's the prime timeline, and that has the robots stopping the space giant, and it also has Commander Cosmo. And then the Omega timeline has all the other stuff. Uh, yeah, and then Firefire's an Omega. So one way to tell which storyline we're talking about is if it's David Michael Bennett slash the Spine, it's about the Omega timeline. If it's about if it's Rabbit, then she's singing about the Prime timeline, specifically about Commander Cosmo and like all the stuff related to him. And then if it's Hatchworth singing, then it's about the robots going to fight the space giant. And not every song is lore important, but that's like good shorthand if you want to like
Okay.
figure it out.
Okay. So when we get halfway through, are we still taking break?
Uh, yeah. I think after we talk about the rest of part one songs, which is Sky Shark's Daughter of Space, Commander Cosmo, and then Gigi the Giraffe, I'm just gonna look at the time and see how far we've gone. And we could take a break if you wanted to. Yeah, like we could take
I don't.
like a 15-minute break.
I just want to go get a blanket.
What?
We can keep going. I'm just gonna go get a blanket.
Oh yeah, okay. You could go get a blanket now. That's fine.
Oh, are you sure?
I mean,
Because I could.
it'll take like 5 minutes for you to get it, right? Like, that's
It's
not.
less than that. Like I
Yeah,
can
okay.
just run
Then
in a sec.
that's not gonna be that long. That's fine. Go get it.
Okay. You talk about stuff and I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. Hello, everybody. If you'd like to follow Spoon, you can follow them right here at Last Sparkle Dog on Twitter. And also, they do other stuff. They do art commissions. You should go commission them. They've made some amazing art assets for me and art just for me for projects in general. They are amazing. They're an excellent artist and a wonderful friend. Spoon, you're one of my bestest friends, and I love you to pieces, and I'm really glad that we're siblings. Hug. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, that's Fire Fire. I think the song's amazing. It's so masterfully done, and again, like I love the song so much that I'm learning to sing it because I like it, even though I'm really stage shy. So yeah, go listen to it. Even if you don't listen to this album, listen to this fucking song. It's so good. Fire, fire burns much brighter when oxygen is the supplier, and fire, fire has killed his desire to not be cold as he expires. Fire, fire burns much brighter when oxygen is the supplier, and fire, fire has killed their desire to not be cold as they expire. Killed their desire. Fire, fire. Yeah, I love this song. Very good. Go listen to it. David Michael Bennett does a great job. Uh, it's really good. Uh, Yeah, I'm just waiting for Spoonifer to get back. And yeah, guess I can sing more. I wake from the cold sweat. How could I forget I've seen the song before? Red lights are spinning around, round and round as I hit the ground. Warnings of pure dread on the overhead in a monotonic tone. There are men and women trapped in that room, flames scorching them, but they'll be out soon.
Hello.
Hello.
I got a blanket. Sorry, it took longer.
It
I
took
had
5 years. No, it's fine. All right, it's literally okay. I promise. Anyways, here, let me. Okay. Anyways, so now we're at yeah. So we both said A. Yeah, very great song. Go listen. Now we're at the song Sky Sharks. This is one
Can I
of
read it? Can I read it?
yeah. You can rate it. Go ahead.
I think this is an S tier.
Really? Wow. Okay. Well, we're gonna disagree on that. This will be interesting. Okay. All right. So, lore wise, yeah, this is about the robots from Steam Powered Giraffe. This is before they go into space. They fight a bunch of sky sharks and then set them on fire, and it's supposed to be a comedic song. This okay, I think instrumentally, this is one of the best songs on the album. The fucking hard rock and the spooky, weird theremin is really fucking good. And it does stand out just because of the premise and all the weird shit that happens. Like the Queen of England shows up and like everybody just setting the monsters on fire is really funny, but I I don't love this song particularly.
That's okay.
Well, okay, tell me why you like it though. I want to hear. Okay, I'm gonna rank it. I'm gonna put this at like the best of D because again, I think instrumentally this song is really fucking
Oh,
good. Oh my god,
wow.
my PC's being dumb. Hold on. Anyway,
I would disagree. I think that it's an S tier. I think that it's really silly and fun, and I like it. And I think it was very space rock opera-y, and I think that it was very like I loved it.
hmm it does
Um,
it does fit
like
within like all the I don't know. It fits within the tone of space opera. I agree with you there, and yeah, like this isn't a
I just
bad song
like a
certainly.
music
Like
video. It would be so cool, and it would be very awesome.
yeah. I feel like they'd do it with like puppets if they were make a music video of this, just because it would fit in.
I think so.
Yeah, and then they just set the shark puppet on fire. Uh, yeah, I if it was a puppet show, I'd put it in S tier. As a song, it's a D tier. I like the premise. It's really fun and silly, and lore wise, this does like fit into something somewhere, which I'll explain later. But yeah, I just think that this song is really repetitive, and I can't recommend it outside this album. To be fair, when I do listen to this album in full, I will listen to this song. Like, it's good enough that I won't skip it, but not much else.
Fair.
Yeah. But I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you found an S tier song.
Definitely. I would listen to that song on my free time. Like
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I not
We're gonna go
it's
to. I'm
definitely
gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
so no, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say it's definitely not like a personal S tier song, like in my list of songs, but in this album S tier.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I I was just gonna say. I imagine I come. I'm gonna go visit you tomorrow, and you're gonna be playing. You're gonna be like, here, let me play some music. Sky sharks. Da 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 da. Da.
Oh, now you wait.
Oh no, Khalil's just gonna be like, this song's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. An all right song, and it's pretty silly. I'll give it that. It's silly. And it's good. It's a good silly song.
I love me some sillies.
Yes. Are you ready to talk about the next one?
Um, yeah, can we take a little miniature intermission to complain?
Complain about what?
This fan.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. I'm just joking. I'm like, I don't actually want to take like an actual intermission.
I
Just like say,
I for a second I thought you meant like person who enjoys something, and I was like, what fandom are we talking about?
no, no, no. Like this actual like fan that's blowing on me outside. It's just like really cold outside, and I'm trying to I have the fan on me to like keep the bugs off. But the fan is making me colder, so I'm like,
Hmm.
so the pain and suffering of things in life and all of that. But I
I'll
will
just
survive.
look. I'll just treat you like a sky shark, and I'll just set you on fire. That'll solve your problems.
I wish, I wish, because bugs hate fire.
No. Okay, but anyways, let's see. I think I've. What the fuck? I fucked up something. There it is. Okay. Anyways, next up is Daughter of Space. This is also a lore important song. So this is in Universe Omega, and in this universe, the laser didn't hit the space station, so it hit a satellite that was containing human DNA, and that turned into the it turned into the Daughter of Space, which is what the song is about. And then the Daughter of Space turns goes to the spaceship and kills everyone except Peter Walter the Fourth, turning him into the astronaut. Hello, Zerva. Thank you for the follow. Yes, it's been a couple months. Yes, I'm reviewing an album with my bestie here. But yeah, uh, I like this song. It's a nice little story. It's got like nice, again, like kind of theremin, but also uh, guitar to it. I like the story it tells, and this is I don't know, plot important. I could recommend this song outside the album. I think this was like just a good story song, just about the daughter of space, and I don't know. I liked it. I'd say like a little bit. It doesn't stand out compared to some of the songs on this album, but besides that, I really like it.
Yes. Sorry, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not. It's not that I was dissociating a little bit, thinking about the fact that you called me your bestie, and I was like, am I really Ferris's best
Yes,
friend?
you
Is
are my
Ferris?
bestie. You're the 10 out of 10 bestie.
It's just I sometimes I think about like the fact that we knew each other before I moved here, and that's weird.
I
The
you
odds. That's just weird. Um,
hey I want to know the moment I knew you were like one of my bestest best friends and you weren't going away.
oh my god, please.
The moment you tackled me.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for the hydrant posture. Yes, I am taking care of myself. Daughter of Space. I like this song. I don't know. I just think it's very. I don't know. It just works very well musically and also story wise.
B.
Yeah, I'd put it at like. I put it at like a B. I'd put it at like. I used to think it was like C, but now I'm like,
My
I'm gonna put it
God.
at.
Somebody today told me that Pulp Fiction was a B movie, and I thought they meant that it was the B movie.
The B movie is better than Pulp Fiction. Don't at me.
Honestly.
Pulp Fiction has a person in it named Honey Bunny, and she's like the worst Honey Bunny. Uh, not as good as
It's
the
not even
dog.
her fault. It's not even her fault. Like
Yeah,
it's just like everybody treats her badly, and like because she's
yeah,
having anxiety about the situation, like she's in a high stress situation. Of course she's gonna be freaked out, and everybody's like screaming names at her, and like then she gets
damn,
quoted as like the most like an empowering woman, and I'm like, I don't think that was very empowering for anyone in that situation
damn,
except the men.
damn.
My opinion, though, I think if you really care, watch the movie. It sucks.
Watch the movie. It sucks. I just heard the comma. I heard the comma for real. Um,
I
a-
really tried to emphasize it.
yeah. Anyways, what did you think? Yeah, I think the song's a B. I think it's really good. I like the I don't know. I like how it sets up the story arc of Cosmica and the astronaut. That's her name, Daughter of Space. It's Cosmica. Um,
Okay.
like yeah, it sets up their love story, and I think it's really interesting to see like how like Cosmica is really characterized well within this. Like I don't want to say she's a child, but she's innocent. Like she doesn't know what she's doing is wrong. Like she destroys an entire space station, not out of malice, but just she doesn't know how to use her powers. And
Oh,
then she
I
sees,
was wondering about that because like that was really confusing in her character.
yeah, she's not a
Because
villain, not by any stretch. She's just like she doesn't know how to use her powers.
okay, because I was confused. I was like, what is her motive here? Because
Uh,
this is all over the place.
yeah, like yeah, yeah, again, like she just like doesn't know what's happening, and then she sees like a survivor, and she's like, "Oh, I might as well save him," and then it's like because like he is like so again like he's I don't want to say mature or downtrodden. It's just like he's so like he's used to life, and like Cosmico was only made like a few years ago, technically. Which has some weird implications, but I'm going to let it slide because within all the art, she is a voluptuous woman, so I will let it slide just this once.
Oh, when again, like, oh, that's a little questionable if she's like mentally too.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to let it slide because she has like full thoughts and like within one of the later songs, it talks about how she like talks about the grandioseness of space and stuff. So I'm going to let it slide.
Oh yeah. Like I think that definitely if we're talking about like, okay, so don't cancel me here, guys.
But
It is fantasy. It's
it
not
is
real. So
fantasy.
it
In this
is. It is.
in this one particular instance, this is fine.
I think that in yeah, I think that you're right. I think it's case by case, and I think that this case is not. This doesn't feel like it's feeding towards any unhealthy like
Yeah.
dynamic
Yeah.
stuff.
Uh, I mean,
It
we're gonna get
is.
into that. Like, I mean, I said that this story was a story that is about infatuation and a bad relationship, and we're gonna get into it.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, this song's a B. Good song. I like it. Uh, next up is Star Valley Night. This song this is technically a filler song. And the implication lore wise you could get from it is that this is about Peter Walter the Sixth. Peter Walter the Sixth is the character that actually made Wink the satellite and then turned him into a spaceship, and is basically like the one of the whatever amount great grandsons of Peter Walter. The first who created the robots, so he's like a good friend and compatriot of the robots, and this song is about him technically. So you could get that from him, but otherwise, it's like it is a filler song, and I like this song. I think this song has some really nice instruments, and I think the chorus is the best part. Like, I take down the sun for a Star Valley night. Like that part's really good. I
Yeah,
think,
I like that song. I like
yeah,
that song a lot.
yeah. I think the one thing that's a little jarring for me personally is that this like like the lyric parts like feel like a little out of tune with the instruments itself, and it feels like a little talky. It's very weird and it's a little repetitive, but yeah, I do like it, and it does stand out. It's a very interesting song, and yeah, I'd put it at like the top of B personally. I like it. It's really fun. I love all the imagery with it, like and all the I don't know, like the ending comes together really nicely. Like this again, it feels like I'm out on the back porch listening to this song and just having the time of my life.
I liked it a lot.
Mhm.
I remember Jaden liked that one too.
Mhm.
Um, we both liked it. We were both like kind of vibing to it together.
Mhm.
So I think that I out of all the songs, very standalone.
Yeah, yeah. It is very standalone. Yeah. I think this is a song you could definitely listen to outside the album, and that I would like recommend outside the album. You don't need any like baggage, like I don't know, or history with the band. Yeah. But yeah, I like this song. I'm gonna put it at top of B.
I would put it in A tier because you can listen to it by itself.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Um, I guess we're good to go on to the next song, which is Commander Cosmo. Uh, this song is obviously in the prime timeline where the space station gets hit by the laser, and that like burst of energy combined with Peter Walter the Fourth and turned him into Commander Cosmo. And this is about his adventures fighting sky sharks and space pterodactyls, defeating Doctor
Okay.
Blight, and then at the end of the song, he actually realizes that his love, Holly, is, because he's been adventuring for like hundreds of years, is dead now. And he feels like so much shame and guilt and like sadness that he travels to the other universe and traps himself with the Necrostar, which is actually where he is in the Vice Does Tight.
Oh,
Yeah. And I remember you had like that theory. You're like, is he a villain? Is he like secretly a villain? No. I think that he does make some dickheaded decisions, but he is not a villain. At least,
okay.
yeah.
So okay, but I definitely caught on to the fact that they were leading up to him being like doing villainous things.
Like,
They
I
weren't
think,
gonna have him grow up
like,
and be that perfect and
yeah.
not throw him in the corner and have him be a villain.
I will say, in the song "Oh No," he makes some decisions that I think are really terrible, and we're gonna get to that. And it works for the story. But like, if Commander Cosmo was a real person and I heard he did that, I'd be like, bro, what the fuck?
Um, yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, but yeah, the song itself is really good. I love the imagery. It's like such like a superhero kind of song. Like that would be like a superhero theme song or something. I love all the imagery, like black hole strong and light speed quick, singularity concussive kick. Like all that stuff
it
is really fun.
it gave me the vibes of that one show where it's the fox and the robot and it also has a superhero character that turns evil.
Fox and a
Um
robot. Is it Ratchet and Clank?
yes.
Yeah, he is kind of.
Yeah.
I kind of see the similarities to Captain Quark. Yeah, I see that. I yeah, I like Commander Cosmo a lot more. I love space powers that are just so nebulous and undefined. I don't know. He's just like just space flight and space lasers and all that stuff. It's cool. I love
Yeah.
it. It does. I will say I will knock this song. It does have some talky bits, which is unfortunate. That like it like for like the first minute of the song, it's a bit talky, but then it like gets into the song and it's really good. Uh, and also the joke I guess about like the young Sam being like, "Would you sign my lunchbox?" is really funny.
I loved it. I would put it in A. Oh,
I'd put it in
actually,
eight as well.
yeah, A. I would put it in S except for the fact that it had a really long intro.
Yeah, the intro like takes a while, and it does establish that like Commander Cosmo's a hero, and he saves someone who's like got outside the airlock and is about to die. I think that that's nice, but like I think if it was like if that was kept to a sentence and like it was like I'm outside the airlock, someone help, and then Commander Cosmo comes in, like that would be fine. But it's like
Yeah,
it takes like a minute.
a lot of it couldn't be shortened. A lot of it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say A. I love the song a lot. It's really catchy. This is a song that you could totally listen to outside the album, even with the lore inside it. Like it still works as a song so well, and I just love it. I love the imagery, and yeah, Commander Cosmo's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh. Anyways, are we good to go on to the final song of part one of the album?
Yes.
Yes. So technically there are two songs left. One is just like talking though. It's Where Is Everyone, and this song is about Gigi the giraffe, who is a side character and is basically the robotic assistant in quotes that helps Steam Power Giraffe, and how she got left behind and she feels pissed off. And then like the sound engineer is like, oh, were you gonna sing a song? And she's like, yeah, I wanted to. Can you do And honestly, this talking segment is really funny. Just the way that Gigi says yes is just so cute. Like, can you play a variety of instruments? Yes. Like it's so fucking cute, and I love it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I actually S tier.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, that's Where Is Everyone. I think that you have to pair it with Gigi the Giraffe because it is basically just an intro to that song, and the song itself, I think is really good. Like some people
Oh,
call this the worst.
I was actually okay. So wait, not the intro, not the intro. I meant Gigi the Giraffe is S tier.
Yeah, yeah. But I pair the intro with the song because like it is like you're supposed to listen to both of them. But
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. Other people might have other metrics, but yeah, I just pair them together. That's why it's not even on my list. That's why I only have just Gigi the Giraffe. I would put this at the back of A. I think this song is really good. It's really silly. It has a lot of funny imagery, like her having like a limousine full of penguins and mittens and other shit is just really weird. And I love the instruments. Like there's a dubstep kazoo section, and I love it. And I honestly can't understand why some people say this is the worst steam powered giraffe song. That's if that's your opinion, that's fine, and I respect that. But this song is so fucking catchy. It's so good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't know how people have that opinion.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Like
You
I
hate
just
fun. You
yeah,
know
they're
you hate
just
when
fun
you say you
haters.
hate
Yeah,
fun.
and I don't know. This is like a nice like bridge song because like this ends the first part of the first half, and then it's just like a comedy midway point before intermission of the play, if you will. And and if I were to make this into a play, I would keep this song in because I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I really like this song. It's really fun. The yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's a nice song you to listen to outside the album. Uh, and I like it's only a little repetitive, which is nice. And yeah, it's I don't know, it's just it really stands out. Like this is a comedy song that I actually think is like somewhat funny. Like I don't laugh at it, but like I crack a smile during certain jokes.
Yes.
Yeah. So back of A tier. That's my opinion.
S.
Fair enough. You said S like she says yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the first half of the album. Would you like to take an intermission spoon, or do you want to keep going?
Oh gosh. Um,
So we
that's
took
a
an hour to review the first half. So theoretically, we'd take like
yeah.
another hour to review the second, and then wrap things up.
Is also went late. Is there a possibility, and you can say no, if we do this in two parts?
Uh, like do this as another like do another stream
Really?
another time this week.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah. Uh, yeah. We can do
Just
that.
because I find myself like getting tired, and I'm just saying yes, and I'm like, oh, I want to give more of an opinion than just yes.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. What? If there's you can answer this off stream if you need to. Is there a reason you had to do this at 10?
Oh yeah. So actually, there was a whole thing where I was supposed to hang out with Sammy today,
Uh
and Sammy was supposed to like hang out till 10, and like they ended up leaving super like early. They ended up leaving like around 6, and
oh
I ended up like waiting around anyways, so we could have done it earlier.
no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I had to push it back for no reason.
It happens. It's okay. Um, when do you want to do the review? Uh, the rest of this
We can
album?
do tomorrow. We can do it.
Okay, we can do
Uh,
it tomorrow. What time?
uh, Probably when you get home. So
I
like after
I do
8.
yeah. I do have a call with a friend that happens around 8, and I would like to have that go on at least for like a little bit, like because this is the first time I'm calling with that person, so I want to just like say hi, get stuff done. But then after that's done, I can do that. Like I'd say like maybe 8:30 if that's okay.
Oh wow, and I can even do 9.
Okay, 8:30 or 9. I'll check with you at 8:30 and just be like, do you want to do it now or later.
Yeah, that's totally cool.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So, folks, tune in tomorrow at around 8:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we review the rest of the album. I'd say that so far, I know I'm going to rank the whole album as like a you know as an album because it obviously is. It's not two different albums. It's two halves of the same thing. But if we were to rank this just as its own, I'd put this in C tier. I think that this is very good, and I really like the the A tier songs are amazing, and like the B tier songs are pretty good too. But yeah, I think this one so far it has like a little bit more I don't know, give and take, and also a story is not the story is not for everyone. So I'd put this album, the first half of it, in C tier.
I prefer the first half.
Oh, I
I
I
prefer the first half.
I prefer the second just due to how, I mean, obviously this is unfair to the first, but just how it wraps up the story, how there are certain songs in the second that just are so amazing. The second part of the album has like the songs that I put in S tier. So
Oh, actually, I'm probably gonna disagree with you next stream.
yeah, hey, we're gonna see. Anyways, thank y'all for joining so far. Please again stay tuned to the end. Hi, Lily the Flower Kitten. I'm sorry, but you came in at the worst time because we are going to. Hey, that actually works out for me because when I upload this as a VOD on my YouTube channel, I can uh, I can have two different thumbnails, one for Vice Quadrant Part One and one for Vice Quadrant Part Two. You know what?
Oh my gosh.
What?
I said, oh my gosh, that works.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna raid my friend Bubblegum. Uh,
No.
they're actually a clown VTuber, and they're very bubbly and very cool. Uh,
Yay.
yeah. Before we go, follow me on my social medias. Follow the lovely last Sparkle Dog. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for tomorrow as well. Follow Gory, who made this PNG that I use whenever I do tier lists, and follow the lovely lovely art friends who've made so much art for me, including Spoonifer. Goodbye, all my myths, my monsters, all sorts of lore and legend. Thank you for showing up. Please stay tuned for tomorrow as we review the rest of this album. Any other closing thoughts you have that you want to say, Spoon?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being so patient and doing this with me.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I hope I like gave like good
You
answers that
did.
like
You
felt
did.
like
You did. I think, yeah. Also, next stream, I will show visually like what your tier list is. By the way, so we can
nice.
yeah. Anyways, stay pumping, people. Bye bye.